Is Neville Goddard a big scammer? Are his teachings evil? Is manifestation even real? Or are there thousands of people who are telling you a lie? If this resonates with you, then this video will be an eye-opener for you. Well, I know how frustrating it feels when we hear about manifestation, but it doesn't work for us. We instantly start believing it and trying all the techniques that we hear on the internet. After some days of waiting and hoping, it seems like nothing has really changed. Days have turned into weeks and weeks have turned into months, and still we are waiting. So, there are only two questions that end up in our minds, and that is, what am I doing wrong? And the second one is it a scam? I know you too had such questions in your mind. Also, you are wondering if you are wasting your time on Neville Goddard, or is it true that manifestation is real? Well, all your questions will be answered by the end of this single video. Now, many of you have heard about manifestation and Neville Goddard at a phase of your life when you were in a mess. You were in an extremely toxic environment. You were sad and desperately needed someone to help you. You wanted to change your circumstances, but people around you were not supportive. Am I right? If yes, then comment down below. You were at a place in your life where you felt like a failure, and life seemed to be ugly and unfair. At that time, it felt like everyone was doing better than you and everyone was having a perfect life. You were lonely, you didn't have a partner, you were broke, you were sad, and you were lazy. But then one day while scrolling the internet, you read some quote that told you about living from the end or thinking from the end. You found some videos that told you that your outside reality is just a reflection of your inner being. After hearing this, you were able to relate to it. Something clicked in your mind. Everything started to make sense. And then you figured out some success stories of people who were able to manifest their desires. There are stories of people who went from earning $0 a month to almost $50K a month. Many were living their dream life and were grateful that they found out about Neville Goddard's teachings. This gave you hope, and it was like a beam of light that appears when you are in a dark tunnel. From then on, you started exploring this even more. Your day consisted of watching almost all videos on Neville Goddard and manifestation, and you started applying his principles. Isn't it how it started for many of you? Now, can you please tell me one thing? Are you in the same mess that you were in when you heard about manifestation for the first time? Be honest and tell me, is it the same, or your life has actually improved? Like, things got better and many areas of your life improved. I am sure almost 99% of people's lives have changed drastically after hearing about Neville's concepts and applying them in their lives. My honest take on Neville Goddard is that his core principles are not a scam. Like our inner reality manifests our outer reality or physical reality. I truly understand and believe that if I am angry on the inside, if I am sad, and if I am feeling like crap internally, then my external reality would appear to be ugly and unfair. On the other hand, if I am feeling joyful and I am feeling love, then everything on the outside is appearing to be beautiful and harmonious. Do you guys agree with me on this? Isn't it true that our thoughts and feelings shape our life's experiences? Isn't it true that our beliefs make us think and act in a certain manner? If you agree, then how can it be a scam? I know some people think it to be a scam because they are comparing their journey with some random person who is sitting miles away from them. They think that if person X manifested their desire just by imagining it once, then they can also manifest it by imagining once. So, they try what X did, and they imagine it once. But then there is no change, nothing happens, and they don't get their desire, and they think it is a scam. Also, I have seen some people on the internet who claim that they will manifest my desires if I pay them thousands of dollars. Like, they will pray for me and whatnot. Well, this also seems fishy, and many people think that it is a scam. But I won't judge because there are infinite miracles that are present in this world. Personally, I don't believe in something or disbelieve in something because someone said it. I try to apply and then I figure out what works best for me. After applying this knowledge and experiencing it, one thing that I understood is that only I can create my life experiences. Only I can change my life circumstances. No one else can do it for me. So, working on myself, changing my self-concepts, and imagining favorable outcomes is not a scam. I have manifested some things in my life quickly, while there were some that took some time. But they happened, and they happened when I changed my state of being. They happened when I changed how I perceive myself and my manifestation. Some things take time and some don't, and the reason for that is simple and straightforward. The reason is that some things feel familiar to us, like we believe that it can happen easily for us, like we had previous experiences with it. So, we have these beliefs that it is possible. Like getting a free parking spot, a free cup of coffee, butterflies, chocolates, or a penny on the road. All these things manifested quickly because we had previous experiences with them, and therefore we consider them as small manifestations. Then there are manifestations that we consider big, like manifesting millions of dollars or a luxurious house or dating a celebrity. Some of us never had millions of dollars, and therefore the idea of manifesting that millions of dollars does not feel familiar to us. We actually don't believe it, and therefore we have lots of resistance around it. Some of us have dated only people who are average, and therefore dating a celebrity seems like impossible and a big deal, and that is why we consider such things as big manifestations. Such desires and objectives require effort, and those efforts are changing our perception towards these desires. Changing the assumptions we have around these desires is where many people fail miserably. They try to change these perceptions by thinking from the end of having these things for a few minutes during the day, then for the rest of the day, they are thinking against this desire. They are pointing out reasons why it cannot become possible for them. They are thinking from their experience of not having that thing. Also, they are comparing themselves with other people who already have that desire. Some of them even compare others' manifestations with their own. They compare it on the basis of the time it has taken for them and for that other. This is where things go miserably wrong. Some people are born rich. From their childhood they have seen wealth. They have seen business. They were brought up in an environment where money was not considered evil. So, the beliefs of such people around money are way different than those of a person who was born and brought up in an average household. Now, this other person can embody this state of wealth, and manifesting $100,000 would be quick and effortless, while the person raised in an average household would consider it to be a difficult task, and therefore manifest more difficult, and when they compare their progress with this other guy, they think that manifestation is a scam. But it is not a scam. In a nutshell, it means changing our beliefs and feelings and imagining a reality where we are already experiencing our desires. That is what manifestation is. And that is what Neville Goddard discusses in his lectures. He always says imagination creates reality, and if you imagine lovely things, then lovely things appear in our lives. There is one more reason why people think that it is a scam. The reason is hoping and waiting for it to happen. It is one of the huge mistakes that people make while manifesting their desires, and when they do it and get stuck, they call manifestation a scam. I often read comments where people say that they are waiting for it to appear in their reality. Then there are people who are like, I hope this works. If you are the one who hopes and waits for your manifestation to appear, then you are on the wrong track. Well, it is because manifestation is only about being. It is about changing your state of being. It is about thinking from the place of having your desire. There is no waiting. It is about embodying the feeling of having your desire. I know you say that you wait or hope for it to work because you think in terms of the physical manifestation of that experience. You say that you are waiting or trying because you cannot see it physically. I get it, but have you ever wondered that your inner being or the inner man only wants feelings? It wants to experience that feeling. And you can feed it the feeling by imagining that scenario. Once this inner man is satisfied, once you embody this feeling, you lose interest in that desire of yours, and it appears out of the blue in your physical experience. It only happens because your reality is a huge mirror forever reflecting what is going on the inside. Your external reality only catches up with what is on the inside. If you have filled your inside with waiting for it to happen, then externally it will not show up as you are still waiting. Neville never told you to wait for it to happen. Neville only said to live as if it has already happened, to accept that the desire is yours. The one who lives by this gets what he wishes. You are always manifesting unconsciously, but I bet you have manifested many things consciously by using the teachings of Neville Goddard. I advise you to maintain a small diary where you write your experiences of conscious manifestation. This helps greatly. It builds faith and momentum, and you start manifesting things that you consider big. To make your journey easier, I am designing a course where you will get such advice that will help you to become better at conscious manifestation. My goal regarding this channel is to provide the information in a simple and easy language. Also, I am planning the course in a manner so that you receive all the important information, and you don't have to seek information from here and there. To know you better and to get your input, I have pinned a form in the comments that I want you to fill out. Many people have already provided their opinions, and I am grateful for them. So, it is all about changing your belief system, and that is why I say that it is a game of beliefs. There are many tools to bring about that change, and one such tool is affirmation. I have designed an affirmation tape that will help you to bring about that change. You can find this video by clicking on the first video that now appears on the screen.